How you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh, and I want to talk about Sarah Brestlin and her phony baloney former Bellgab suck site. And I'm going to play a clip from Gabcast, and their venture capitalist called up, and he was defending Sarah and defending his site and telling us that she was a GoDaddy girl. Well, I don't know about you, but every GoDaddy babe I've ever seen is all into publicity, is all into showing themselves and getting themselves well known, and yet this guy calls up and he says he just came from Sarah's house, she's a real person. And instead of running Bellgab such, which had a big 24 posters, most of them made up, and most of them made up in the name like Eddie Dean and Eddie Coyle, guys from Bellgab who never posted there in the first place. And now she's the Midwest Paranormal Babe, or the Paranormal Investigator, or the Floozy from Federal Heights, who knows? But here's the call this guy made. I want you to listen to this. And I want to know, what was that weird noise? It sounded like a guinea pig in a water cooler with bubbles and stuff.
We can get okay, I think that guy's calling in.
Here's the guy's call.
You're on the air.
Okay, I'm here. I am the venture person with Sarah.
Okay.
How you doing tonight?
Yeah. Okay, all right, let me get out of here so I can hear your stream. You can get over to the other room here.
Okay.
Can you hear us on the phone?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can hear you fine on the phone. Yes, thanks.
Great.
So what's up? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I don't know. If you got any questions? I've heard the beginning of the show, and some were right on and some weren't right, but just, probably you might have some questions you want me to answer.
What did we say that wasn't right?
Well, it was started basically because she was upset about the way that many of the posters were just attacking, kind of like a feeding frenzy.
Attacking her personally, or attacking...
Oh, no. She doesn't even post on the forum. The
really?
People that she was attacking itself, just kind of watching. What you see on the screen now, Chris, the sexy ghost hunter,
right?
That is her. That is really her. Those are really her pictures. I just came back from her house. I'm not on her Rocky Mountain Ghost Explorers website. I'm kind of behind the scenes. I'm the one actually who bought the domain names, who they were trying to figure out who it was. That's pretty much, I am basically helping them. It's a new group, and they got kind of upset when they saw this stuff going on. And then, like you said, many people attacked them on the forum, and we were defending. We were having people, a couple of your users there, throwing porn stuff up and some other stuff, and the admin people were able to stop it eventually. But, it wasn't really a Bellgab hate forum. It wasn't supposed to be that.
But don't you think
there was a title?
Yeah, I mean, the title was Bellgab Sucks.
Just like a George Norrie Sucks forum.
Sure.
It was Bellgab Sucks.
But we are attacking George Norrie. Ain't no bones about it.
Wasn't she pretty much not really being nasty when she was attacking you guys? And won't you agree that many of the attacks on her were pretty nasty?
Yeah, but we can't control individual people on Bellgab.
I realize that.
People are going to say what they're going to say.
Then when we were told that they were scheming to do cyber attacks right on Bellgab itself, and they showed us the post. They showed us the post. The admin people showed us the post how they were going to attack with the goatsy stuff, and then other people telling them how to do IP things. That was just pretty blatant because they were just being mean at that point.
But
it
did
did stop. They were banned.
Did anyone actually do that?
Pardon?
Did somebody actually attack you guys?
Did anyone actually?
Yes, they did. We have the screenshots. We have what happened. They logging in. We have the Bellgab screenshots that show the attack plans in verbatim. And then they did. They were stopped by the admin people. We actually have some admin people that are pretty good with the forum. It's just kind of a part-time thing for them, but they kind of keep tabs on it. Sarah, who's now Chris, and there's actually the Sarah Brestlin thing was done as, and somebody did, I think it was HMS or whoever she was, said, hey, this is a girl in the GoDaddy commercial. Yes, it was. She was a reporter. So these people who are starting out just thought it would be kind of cool to, do a mockery type parody thing. And the Free Art Bell was a big hot topic. She said, what better way to do it than to actually get involved in something like that? And that's how it went for a while.
I thought that was a bit disingenuous, to be honest with you. The Free Art Bell thing was to really try to get attention from Sirius to let him out of his non-compete, and to take that and to turn it into something to attack the people who were actually trying to keep him on the air seemed a bit shitty.
Disingenuous.
I think the
above
Free
and
Art
beyond
Bell.
that, I went and registered on your forum and posted that, and just asked the question about using the term sucks, and I was told I couldn't use that, but yet it was the primary word in your title. So I found that to be a bit hypocritical.
In the beginning it was kind of touchy. I think it's a little bit better as it went on, but it kind of degraded now where it's really not about the Bellgab anymore. It's about their paranormal
well, yeah, but and again, to be completely candid with you, I think that was because you didn't have any people really posting. I think.
Oh, we didn't expect it. We really didn't expect it. All we wanted to do is.
Really? You put up that much time and energy to...
I'm going to have to call back. She's calling me right now. I'll talk to you guys a little bit.
All right, we'll be here.
Later, man. It seems to me he's off the line. Seems to me that she started throwing the first stones. I don't know. I don't want to get into this whole bickering back and forth between forums because I think it's idiotic.
Yeah, it's not going to get us anywhere.
It's not going to get us anywhere. I mean, I'm glad that the guy called and explained his position, but I don't know. It just seemed like she started throwing the first stones, and of course, certain members from Bellgab might have taken it a little too far with the DDoS attacks or whatever. I'm not sure. He said they did it, but
here's kind of the deal. It's one thing to be offended by something. It's one thing to want to have a calm environment, and you have every right to do that. But when you start putting it out on others that this is how you want them to react, you're starting to lose your boundaries on who you are and who other people are. And that's a personality disorder. And I'm not saying anyone has one over there. I'm just saying if it sounds like a duck, walks like a duck, maybe that's what it is.
The whole name, the Bellgab sucks, I think, was the reason people were jumping on it, They were defending their home turf.
But even before it became the Bellgab sucks, it was sort of a bit nasty towards some of the members.
The Free Art Bell campaign, her blog.
The whole Free Art Bell campaign was sort of taking a dig at the people trying to actually free Art Bell. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I thought. That's what I thought too.
You're on the air.
And then...
Okay. You heard that. Excuse the word in there. I don't normally say that stuff on my channel, but I don't know how the hell to bleep it out. But that word, well, this guy was full of that word. Because he claims that Sarah never posted on Bellgab. Well, that's a big crock of you-know-what. She was on there all the time, and she got a ration of you-know-what. She was dumping on Bellgabbers. She's dumping on Art Bell. She was calling us hateful, mean-spirited. Why are you picking on me and everything else? You see, the Dark Matters, Art Bell quits Dark Matters posts. I've read every post on there except for the idiots like Yorkshire Pud and that TXH guy or whatever he is. There's 4 guys I've blocked. I don't read their posts anymore. They've insulted me They are mean-spirited. They're mean to me and they're mean to other posters, so I don't read their crap. But other than that, I've read every post in there, and I've read every post in the George Norrie Sucks section. And that's a hell of a lot of stuff to read. And I've also read every post in the wonderful George Norrie's iPad section put out by Paperboy, which is some of the funniest ever put on the web. And hi, Bellgabbers. And so this guy, this venture capitalist, he probably put $5 down on a lotto ticket. That's his venture capital. Because anybody can set up a website for nothing. All you gotta pay is GoDaddy or somewhere to host this. And you're telling me this babe is a reporter, and suddenly she goes from being a GoDaddy girl to a reporter, and now she's a paranormal investigator in Colorado? What, she going down the mines looking for the ghost of the guy from, what's the name of that thing? Gold Mine. It used to be an old Apple game where the guy would sing about having hunting for a heart of gold. So, out of a song. So I guess she's looking for the ghost down in the gold mines or the silver mines or the copper mines of Colorado. So she's a paranormal investigator. I guess you too can be a paranormal investigator. Just put a hard hat on, get a light, a little camera. Like, where did it go? My camera fell down somewhere. Well, anyway, you get the idea. You get a camera and you get a pad, not like my Nook, but you get a iPad, and you can be an instant paranormal investigator. Just add spooky effects and get a camera light and go out there, and you can get your own show. And the animated, she's going to get her own show too. I guess she'll be doing paranormal investigations in a bikini. But for this bum to say that she never got on Bellgab, she doesn't post there, is a bald-faced lie. She was on there, I read it. And I want to know why Sarah Brestlin or Chris or whatever the hell her name is, the floozy from Federal Heights, why she doesn't have the nerve to go on Gabcast and tell her own story. Don't let some other guy tell your crap. If she were a man, I'd say man up. And I don't know what the term is for a woman doing it. Woman up? Tits out? I don't know. But she ought to go in there, call in the next episode and say, this is my reasoning and this is why I treated Bellgabbers so shabbily. And Art Bell and the Free Art Bell movement. And yeah, by the way, I've forgotten to say that because I haven't been feeling well and thinking too well with this stuff I got. Free Art Bell, and I'll continue to say Free Art Bell. And if Sarah doesn't like it, she can stick it in a mine somewhere or stick it somewhere else. Sarah Brestlin is a troll, is an internet troll. Her big 24 fake posters, that new paranormal site where she's investigating who knows what. Well, she's a phony. And she's too shy to come out in the open and say, I'm Sarah. And she could post a video on YouTube just like I am and say, this is my reasoning, this is why I treated Bellgabbers like crap. I do want to know one thing about Onan and Eddie Dean and the evil Jasmunda. I haven't got news of more evil plots from Jasmunda, but I'm sure that will come into my network of spies in Australia, and they'll tell me the next evil plot. But you cheap bastards, you got a book that Onan puts his used condoms on. You're giving away a free upcoming global superstorm book. MV's got Art Bell's phone number. You couldn't get hold of MV and have Art send you an autographed copy, for God's sake. You're going to get out of the bargain bin for a quarter. Half-price books. What the hell is that? So anyway, I guess someone, and there's crayon marks, so someone using it as the Art Bell coloring book? I don't get that. I'm just giving you guys, pulling your guys' leg a little bit, but you know, you should go get a decent copy for people to win. God, not something you got out of a bargain bin, or somebody, some listener got out of a bargain bin, or some bellgabber. Get somebody a decent copy. It's a good book. Art and Whitley need to update that book, and Art needs to update the Art of Talk. Maybe with him quitting again, it could be the Art of Not Talk. Gotta say that. It's not nice, Art, but I think it's funny. And Jasmunda and the other guys who think Art will never be back, aren't we back? The question is, will people remember who the hell Art Bell is? But like I said, went out to San Ramon Bars and Noble Friday night. Guy told me, one guy never heard of Art Bell. The next guy said, I listened to him all the time, starting back in 1989 on KSFO. No, I don't know when Art started on KSFO, but he was listening to him. I got turned on him in 1990. I think there are a lot of people in the San Francisco Bay Area who listen to Art Bell and miss him, and would still listen if he came back if they knew he was on the air. And I think the streaming business was a big mistake. If he comes back, he's got to have streaming or podcast or whatever, and radio. Most people are not out there streaming. They're still listening to their AM or FM radios. So probably only a small percentage of people that got Sirius XM or on demand or whatever's in their car. So that's the guy from Pittsburgh. I hope you have a great day. Excuse me. I got some sleep. I'm waiting for it to warm up to go down and feed my poor cats. I'm sitting there coughing, waiting for this to get done so I can go do that and then go back to bed. I'm still not up to par. Have a great day, people. It's 7 days till Christmas. Santa will be coming. Unfortunately tonight, probably George Norrie too. But remember, it's 1 day less in the 2 years non-compete of Art Bell, and he will be back. Yes. Bye-bye, guys. See you later.